So for our children's sermon today, I want to talk to you about stars. Have you ever gone outside and looked up and seen the stars? Now, if you do that around here, because it's so bright at night, there aren't really a lot of stars to see. And if a new star appeared in the sky, as apparently it did in today's gospel reading to the wise men, you might notice it. Kind of like if you saw the Christmas star that people talked about a couple of weeks ago, where two planets came together and it looked like a star, that was actually visible. But when the wise men looked up in the sky, they saw a star field that looked kind of like this. There were billions and billions of stars, so many. Can you count these stars? This is what the sky looks like when there's not a lot of light around. And in Jesus' day, this is what the sky looked like everywhere. And so those wise men, they looked up and they saw what could have been just a tiny little star, because they never said it was a bright star or a big star. They said they saw a new star. How would you see a new star in all of those stars? Well, the thing was, those guys, they watched the stars all the time and they paid attention. And because they were paying attention, they saw something that God gave them to see that maybe other people didn't see. In fact, it seems like a lot of people didn't see it. And so one of the things that this story is important for us, one of the things that's important for us to know from this story, is that God is always doing things around us. And sometimes people don't always notice. But if we're paying attention, sometimes we see special signs of God's love and presence in our lives. That sign of love and presence may be just a person doing a kind thing for somebody else. It may be somebody who helped out somebody else. It might be the fact that we now have a vaccine coming that's going to help people be able to get back together. All of those are signs that God is still working with people and helping people to experience hope and new life. And each of us can be one of those signs from God as well. So this story sort of is about stars, but it's also sort of about paying attention for God's work in our lives, and also, maybe most importantly, how God can use us to be signs of God's presence in the lives of others. Thank you very much for listening.